Shaun Tait, Pakistan's fast bowling coach. Shaun, in terms of the historic tour now, which you are involved in as a coach, how are you looking forward to it?
I suppose I've joined the team at a time when teams are coming back to tour Pakistan, so it's actually been a great time to be involved because obviously the Aussies came when I first was involved, and we had a couple of series, obviously West Indies in there as well, and whatever, and now England, so it's huge, I think. So just to be sort of part of it and just watch it all unfold and go on in Pakistan has been a good experience for me as well.
Yeah, you don't just watch it because there's always focus on the fast bowlers and maybe pressure on you as well because Pakistan's so dominant with that pace attack.
Yeah, I think, first coming into the job, obviously straight away, there's the talk of the history of Pakistan fast bowlers and the potential of what they can produce in the future as well. So, pressure, yeah, I think it's just more of a talking point. But the good thing is they're bowling well, so it's taking the pressure off. If they're bowling badly, definitely there'll be pressure, definitely, and fair enough too. So hopefully they can continue to bowl well and there's less pressure on me, yeah.
So you've been around Pakistan cricket now for a year or so. What has impressed you most with the Pakistani fast bowling group?
Well, obviously there's that. Look, there's two things I think that personally for me stand out. And we started probably 7-8 months ago about getting serious about death bowling, I think, and it sort of was taking a bit of time to get there. And I think during that T20 World Cup, I'm not going to say nailed it, but we got very close to nailing it. And that was for me personally, I was very happy with that because we did work hard. I don't think we missed a single session where we didn't bowl death at training. So I suppose I held them accountable for that, and it would have been annoying for them too. So that was one thing definitely. And the other thing I think is the guys that step into the positions. Shaheen goes down, Naseem Shah comes into the white ball team back in the Netherlands, and he stepped in straight away, no problems. Wasim Jr., he steps in. Dani, these guys who are outside the team have come in at different times through this year, and have stepped in like it's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about death bowling. Do you sort of set short-term goals, immediate goals for all of the fast bowlers?
Yeah, that was a long-term goal. That was originally that was a long-term goal to get to the World Cup and be on the ball with the death bowling. And so there's no questions asked. It's like this,
Yeah,
we're
this
a great death team. So I think I want that to continue for sure. Short-term goals, not as much. You talk about Haris Rauf. He set himself a couple of personal goals about his fitness and strength, and he nailed that. But that was nothing to do with me. That was just talking to him about that and keeping him excited about that. And I think that's paid off for him. So I think maybe the guys themselves set smaller term goals, but for me, it's not really about that. I think it's more of the longer term, a short term process that leads to a longer term goal, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So now a difficult question. It's a question everybody asks, but you want a sort of somebody from the outside looking in. How does Pakistan keep on producing this many fast bowlers? What do you reckon it's down to, in your view?
Okay. Yeah, that's a tough question.
Tough question.
You probably know better than me, but there's probably a couple of things, and like I said, you probably know better than me, but you need heroes. In cricket, you got to have heroes. And I know with media access to sport in general nowadays, you hope it doesn't lose the mystery. And I think Pakistan still has a lot of mystery about their cricket, and I think it's great. So basically, you look at Imran Khan, and there's guys before that. Sure, there's Wasim Akram, Waqar Younis, Shoaib Akhtar. So these guys now, Naseem Shah's looking at Shoaib Akhtar, gets to spend a bit of time with him. I think you need heroes, and now you've got Shaheen Shah, Naseem, Haris Rauf, and these guys. The next generation now looking, going, I can be them. And you look at the guys from, I suppose, Northwest KPK.
Yeah.
They're producing fast bowlers out of that region, the northern regions, flat out. So that's going to be exciting for the future now. Yeah.
Yeah, so from the philosophical to now sort of maybe technical, but say Shaun Tait meets somebody who wants to be a fast bowler. You haven't really seen him bowl or anything, but what's the one thing that sort of you have to be a fast bowler? Say you wanted to tell me the one thing you have to have, otherwise you can't be a fast bowler.
Attitude.
Attitude.
You can be built any shape or size, but if you haven't got the attitude to want to be fast, probably to want to hurt yourself, hurt your body, push your body to the limit. You got to have the attitude to do that. Seen a lot of guys over time built really well, fast runners. They've got everything, but they haven't got the attitude to push themselves to the limit to bowl that 150 or that 145 or whatever it might be. I'm not saying that's the important thing about fast bowling, but as a pure fast bowler, the attitude to keep running in, keep being aggressive, and keep taking wickets. I think it's how you are as a person.
What do you think the future of Test match cricket is, the way things are going?
It's got to. Yeah, I think if they've just got to get the scheduling right. I think the marketing around Test cricket could improve in general everywhere. But this, like I look at this series at the moment, and it's really good. The build-up is exciting. Pakistan versus England. So this is in a good place right now here. But it certainly needs to be protected. Test cricket. I played more short form myself personally, but Test cricket you can't. You've got to keep that. There's no doubt. Yeah.